This is TWiT.
Cops don't like Waze. They say this could be dangerous that Waze tells you there's a police officer on the road.
Big bad Google again.
They call it a stalking feature. And
which is ridiculous.
I doubt cop killers use Waze, but maybe. Anyway, they're campaigning to pressure Google to turn off, because Google owns Waze now, the feature that warns drivers when police are nearby. It could put lives in danger.
Basic lesson is you can't control information anymore, guys. We'll find some way to know where you are.
That information gets there because other Waze users spotted a police officer. And usually the reason for it is because it's a speed trap, or, you know, they just want to let you know you should drive more carefully because they're a police
Or it's also an indication that there's been an accident or something. There's a cop there for
you have
some
a
reason.
button for accident, too. I mean,
you do, yes.
Yeah, my experience is this is more like, hey, slow down.
But Google's answer was the more people think there are cops all over, the slower they're going to drive. It's actually better.
Yeah. Julie Mossler, speaking for Waze, says Waze does work with the New York Police Department and others around the world by sharing information. These relationships keep citizens safe, promote faster emergency response, and help alleviate traffic congestion.
I mean, it's hard because, you know, whenever they do a DUI checkpoint, they're required by law to tell you they're going to be there.
They have to announce there's a DUI
They have
checkpoint.
to pre-announce where they're going to be.
Wow.
You have to know.
Really?
So, yeah.
That seems, why is that?
Because people have a right not to, I guess, you know, get into a search area. I don't know why it is, and maybe it's just a California law, but they have to announce them in advance. Also, when you come up to a checkpoint, you have to have the ability to turn away from that checkpoint if you don't want to go through it.
No,
really?
You're kidding.
Yeah, I think I did a story on checkpoints once.
Not in my neck of the woods. Out here, they block all the turns.
And then they're probably violating the law. And if you actually got a ticket, well, first of all, if you got a ticket, I'd probably hope that you did. But sorry, you know. But no, you're supposed to be able to turn off. And that's part of the way the law works. But
this is not the first time. 4 U.S. senators in 2011 asked Apple to remove all applications that alert users to drunk driving checkpoints. Nokia removed the sobriety check tracking function in one of their apps. Trapster was eventually discontinued at the end of the year, but the founder says it was because Waze did so much of a better job. I understand police would be nervous about this.
But, you know, if you were going to, I mean, you can totally understand it, especially what happened in New York. And, you know, my first initial reaction when I saw that was like, wow, yeah, that is scary. And then if you think a bit more, it's like it is not difficult for you to figure out where police are without having to, you know, if you're going to go out trying to find a police officer, you probably don't need to rely on Waze to figure out how to do it. But the
truth is people don't just have guys who are on patrol in there. The truth is they're putting up speed traps.
Right.
And God help me again, Google has a point that you know you end up slowing down. The cops don't get to zap as many people, but if people are actually going slower, it's better.
Well, when we get the auto-driving cars, it won't matter because then nobody will be speeding. It'll all be good.
And they'll report on all your movements, and then we'll have a privacy crisis, and that'll be the world.